did you know in June 23rd of 1960, that's when the birth pill was originally released, right?
The birth control pill.
Birth control pill.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how they got it, though?
I don't.
So 10 years before that, they were experimenting and euthanizing and sterilizing Puerto Rican women before that. And they had to do nonstop tests, and they sort of coerced our ancestors, into sterilization, forced sterilization. And through years of testing, failures, all the things along the lines like that, is what led them to the 1960, the official release of when these birth control pills started working. And so that's when they were FDA approved. That's when they were able to distribute it to women who wanted to take birth control pills or had a slip up, things along the lines like that. But it was our Puerto Rican woman first that had to go through the sterilization, forced sterilization, being coerced into being euthanized, to have to sort of population control on the island of things along the lines of not being able to have kids anymore. We would have had a population today of maybe 10, 11 million Puerto Ricans today. But because of the 1950s forced sterilization that took place in the island, we are now at only 9 million Puerto Ricans today. Little fun fact.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when it comes to our women being on the front lines of a lot of things, I have to give a lot of Puerto Rican women credit, because it's like they went through the sacrifices. I think of stories like that, it makes me sick to my stomach to believe that they were coerced into being forced to being sterilized. Couldn't have kids anymore. Some of them wouldn't even know if they were already pregnant and didn't even know it.
But how'd they do that? Like what they
There were some sort of tests that were being ran sort of by a lot of corporations, I'm not going to say. But needless to say that they used us as guinea pigs first and see how they could work on our woman first. And then once it was FDA approved, then they were able to ship it on an international level. But those
now
tests,
that I'm thinking about it, aren't there like a lot of pharma companies that are like have offices, even headquarters in Puerto Rico?
Quite a few. Quite a few. You look at the COVID vaccines, they got their initiation, their start in a lot of headquarters in Puerto Rico.
Interesting.
A lot of the three brands, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, and Moderna.
Moderna, yeah.
All being made to be our first.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay. Wow. So I think something that's taboo in the cultura, or even not even outside of our individual cultura, but just American civilization, is understanding the significance that Boricuas have played, like, in this country.
When they say we don't export anything, that's not true. We actually sacrificed our women to make sure that you guys are able to now have safe sex, have a population control, or just if you don't want to have kids, you don't have kids. Birth control, that's because of our women. It's hard because nobody ever wants to talk about it, but that's a fact that needs to be taught in school, I believe.
I believe so too. That's like a part of history.
Right.
And it's something that is used to this day. You know what could be some good content? And could be your did you know that's linked to what's happening right now are all these states who are trying to take away women's rights as it comes to how they control their body or how they choose to, how they view having children, etc.
Right.
Like I could see that being like,
and there was a time too that even then, after everything that was said in the 50s, there was actually a law that was attempted to be passed to prevent abortions in Puerto Rico as well. Because referring to that, we have our own judicial system. But even then, a lot of the political leaders were following that ideology and were trying to implement it in Puerto Rico too. They failed because we're a bit more progressive than that, because it's a woman's body, woman's choice. So that sort of failed. But they did attempt that for a little bit too, unfortunately.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See what happens when we have a historian thinking on Cultura? Like, you get all these facts. I love it. So, what's up, mi gente? Are you looking for mentorship and the place to secure the big bag? Have you ever watched me here on the Banking on Cultura podcast and thought to yourself, you know what? I want to work with Victoria Jenn. Or maybe you thought to yourself, I want to be a part of her network of badass women and entrepreneurs. Well, guess what? You absolutely can. Join me this November 15th through the 16th in the heart of New York City for my 7th annual Secure the Big Bag and Wellness Summit. Let's face it, so many of us are tired, burnt out, ready to throw in the towel, honey, and quite frankly, we want to dedicate ourselves to the soft life. But what if there was a way for us to achieve both time and financial freedom and also have a healthy, well-balanced life? What if you could secure the big bag, build a business that fuels you versus drains you, as well as build a solid network of business besties who want to support and motivate you while also centering self? This summit is the premier destination for the latest marketing, sales, and AI tools that can 10x your business while also nurturing your well-being. Learn from top experts from both business and wellness, including executives from the corporate sector, so that you can explore corporate-level opportunities that can elevate your business to new heights. Ensuring you're not just prepared, but fully equipped to dominate in 2025 and beyond. This is your opportunity for your business to thrive while you do too. Head over to securethebigbag.com to check out the agenda and all the heavy hitters that will be in the building. I cannot wait to see you in New York City, mi gente. It's go time.